everybody. Welcome to the discussion of video production and media today. We are here in SMK College of Applied Sciences, and my name is Dariana. I work in the International Relations Office. I am head of admissions here, and I'm joined today by two amazing guests. Yuri from Brazil. He's studying video production for second year now. And also Anastasiia. She's from Ukraine, and this is your first year of studies here, right?
Right.
Okay, so we will start. I have some questions prepared. So I'm really looking forward to diving into the study program, into the context, into the your personal experience today. So Anastasiia, let's start. Maybe you could share on why did you decide to join video production and media study program? Why did you think that you wanted to study it in bachelor's degree, and just in general, how did you find out about it? So how did your journey start?
Well, I have been studying creative advertising for 2 years, and when the time came to make a decision on my future studies, I was in Vilnius, and I absolutely fell in love with the city, so I started to search for the institution to study, and I found SMK and was amazed by the vibe.
What made you choose video production and media? Why did you decide, to join it, to start your journey in this field?
When I was 14 years old, I was on a set of medicine commercial, and the director told me, if you want to mix advertising and video production, you need to make a portfolio, you need to start your way just right now. So from that point, I was recording, I was doing some different stuff, and then I came here to continue my studies and to get a degree.
Okay, perfect. And Yuri, you're from Brazil, so how did you find Lithuania? How did you come up with the decision? I will fly abroad. I will fly to different continent. Just give me studies of video production.
Well, hello. This is a long story, so I'll try to summarize everything. So basically, I always wanted to study something related to cinema or to videos, and I was always curious about this part of the world. So I just decided to come and check it by myself, and I like it.
Okay, it's a great adventure.
Yeah.
All right, and since it was a change in your life, so what do you enjoy about this industry the most? What are your favorite parts in it, and maybe share about video industry for everybody who maybe is not that proficient with it yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think personally, this field we can be very creative all the time, and that's what I like the most. So I can play with different fields inside video. I can be more experimental. I can be more commercial. So that's what I like the most in that area.
Okay. All right. And Anastasiia, the question to you. So how did you prepare for the studies in video production? I know that you had the before marketing studies, but did you do anything specific in order to enter SMK? Did you need to make a portfolio? Did you need to develop any skills before joining us here?
Well, honestly, I had to collect all the things that I've got for the past years, all the video that I've made, all the commercials for different businesses and social media, and also some design works. It was a little bit challenging because when you have different years, different projects, to collect them in one place, it's kind of complicated, but still. I think that the most important part, as Yuri said, in this industry is the opportunity of being creative, and that this industry is connected with each other, like marketing and video production. So if you have some background, it'll be easier for you to enter the university with the things, with the experience that you already have.
And for example, if you say that this person, didn't have experience as you do you think it's possible for them to create a portfolio? And maybe you have any advices of how how you can start from creation of a portfolio? Like, where do you go? What do you do?
We were discussing that with my classmates. We have I think all of us have some experience in blogging. So you can also put some things from your social media that you create, because creativity doesn't start from, I don't know, entering the university. It's usually visible from your childhood. So you can find something in your teenage years or childhood that you've made, and you can, I don't know, redo it, make it better, or make something specific for your portfolio to show what is your vision and what do you know.
Okay. Yuri, do you have any tips?
Any tips for who's starting in this field?
Yeah, for like creating a portfolio, like for application here, So do you have any advice, how you could go and take a pictures? Is there any limit to, do you actually have to be professional with a camera, or do you think there's...
No, I think there is no limit, and that's what I like the most in that field. So you can have your phone, you can start whenever you want, you can start recording, you can start filming places that you like it, or even inside home. As Anastasiia said, you can start it and being created all the time. So you just need an idea and go ahead.
And to get inspired from ideas, maybe you have any inspiration in cinematography that you could name, like maybe somebody could copy their style, for the beginning, of course, or to learn their style. So who is your inspiration in this field?
That's a difficult question because I try to follow, I like cinema a lot. So I try to follow a lot of names. Maybe I could say that recently I'm following, for example, Leo Carrac's movies. He's a French director and he likes to play a lot with experimental films, and they are always visually stunning. And I'm always inspired by these movies, and I try to follow his movies all the time. For example, now we have Kino Pavasaris here in Vilnius. It's a film festival, and they will screen his new movie. So I'm waiting for it. Like, I'm very excited because he was always an inspiration for me.
Okay, that's great to have opportunity. And since you started also mentioning things in Vilnius, so maybe you could share if you have any experience on working on the projects here, or doing something maybe even with a group mates or with some other places. Maybe you could share what you have done here in Lithuania and how did you grow throughout those 2 years, of studies here and in general as as your hobby. So how was your experience in Vilnius and Lithuania in general with movie things?
Well, I haven't not yet participated in any film or commercial yet, not here. But I'm always looking for that opportunities, and I think the film industry here is growing a lot, and I see a lot of commercial movies or TV series being filmed here. For example, Stranger Things was filmed here in Vilnius, so I think there are opportunities. They are growing a lot, so I think it's possible.
And I recently heard that you also got the opportunity to also participate as volunteers in Kino Pavasaris, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so how do you think that will go? What do you expect from the experience?
Well, I'm really fan of this film festival. I'm always there watching their movies, so I'm really, really excited.
Okay, great. Yes, and coming back to Anastasiia, so what is the main thing that you enjoy about the industry? What why does your heart belong to the video industry, to the cinema industry? Maybe you could share your passion.
I was thinking about this question when I firstly came to Vilnius in August. I had like 2 weeks of holidays. I don't know how to call them, maybe holidays. So I was thinking about the idea why I came here for the studies of video production. And I realized that the answer is quite simple: to tell the stories. Just to find them, to leave them, and to tell them to people, and that's it.
And in what way do you love to create the stories? Is it more photography? Is it more short videos, or do you do like massive projects with colors and editing and backgrounds?
I think it's more about short videos or short films and photography as well, because I have been practicing photography for maybe like 6 years for now. And I like that those stable pictures, they can show like the soul of the person. I like black and white portraits. So when I see a person and I want to know him or her better, I try to take a portrait, and then I know if we have a connection or no. So it's always different about the stories. It depends on how you see it and how you feel it.
And Yuri, what about you? How do you capture the soul? I don't know. Maybe you don't prefer people. Maybe you prefer other things. So, what were your favorite projects that you have done so far?
Yeah, personally, I don't prefer to photograph people. I prefer to photograph places. And my favorite project probably was in the photography class because we learned a lot of different techniques, and including, for example, analog techniques. And one specifically called cyanotype, and it was my favorite project. Uh, my own project was about memories, so I just took some photos of abandoned houses in Vilnius with a digital camera. Then I printed in transparencies, put some chemicals, and exposed it to UV light, and the
So it's like
just the image just appeared there as like an old picture. So it was a very interesting project.
cool. So you got the chance to do it like with SMK. So they showed you how to develop and stuff.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
the teacher showed us how to do it.
cool. It seems like magic for me, like these old
It
movies.
is.
Did you have actually that red light, like in the room?
No, not the red lights, but with UV light we use it.
UV light. Okay. Okay.
Absolutely amazing.
Did you get the chance to do it yet or not yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I actually also want to see it. And how do your studies in general, like with experiences like that, how do you think? How do your studies prepare you for the career in the future? Do you think it's useful for you that you learn a lot of different, small things, different techniques? Do you think you're gonna use it in the future?
Hmm. Absolutely. I think here what we are learning is very important because our program is very wide. So you're learning basically of everything. So we have storytelling, we have photography, we have cinematography, we have directing, we have producing, we have editing. So we have a bit of everything, and that's important to be more flexible in our future work and to build a portfolio. So I think it will be a great opportunity to know a bit of everything.
Well, I hope to see you on Oscars someday.
We all hope.
Yeah, as well. And Anastasia, what are your plans after graduation, or maybe in the future? What do you dream of?
Well, we all dream of Oscars, of Golden Palm for the short film. I even had it on my birthday cake
Oh,
this year. But if we are talking about the reality, the real work, of course, it'll be something connected to video production, and maybe in the future, I want to make a full feature film. But now, advertising, so some commercials, are absolutely amazing and interesting for me, and maybe the lion canes also as well are interesting to participate in, and other festivals. So just enjoying your life and making art.
perfect. We definitely need more art in this world. And coming back, to the people who would like to try themselves out and also maybe have huge dreams and hopes to have future in the industry. And for that, of course, you need studies, and in general, always you have to improve yourself, right? So what advice do you give for them to take as a first step? What do they need to be prepared for when they're coming to Lithuania, and what do they need to be prepared for when they're choosing to study video production media?
Well, I think that the best advice is not only to be ready for your professional development, but also for the development of your personality and your personal style in videography, in photography, or anything that is connected to media. Because when you want to tell stories, when you want to create something professional, work with different teams, international teams, you need to understand your inner world. You need to understand what is okay for you, what is not okay, and just in general how you see the world.
Okay. And when we are talking about Lithuania, I will talk to Yuri since it's probably a bit more of adaptation process for you than for Anastasiia, since it's not too far Lithuania. So what does it need to prepare for when they're coming to Lithuania? Any tips? Any or did you enjoy everything and do you love it?
Be ready for the weather. It's cold. The food is different. But I think what I like here the most is the nature. The nature is amazing. So you can just walk, you go to the forest and reflect about your life, and it's amazing.
Make
I
some
like
pictures too.
Make some pictures, some videos, and yeah, I really like this.
Okay, perfect. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you for answering my questions today. Thank you for sharing your experience. I'm sure it was amazing. I'm sure it is very useful for people who are maybe afraid, to take a first step towards a video production, or maybe not realizing what they can expect from it. So thank you very much for telling what happened during the classes. Thank you for sharing as well what's happening here. Dear students, dear applicants, if you're looking for the video production media study program, so we really invite you to apply to SMK. We have a unique program. We can teach you about anything in the industry, help you take those beginner steps. So if you'd like to apply, you can go to apply.smk.lt, and we are going to meet you there as admission team. And I wish you a success in your path, to the applicants and to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.